Hannah, where you come? Hannah, let me put Hannah up on the screen here. Hannah, where you come from?
Lexington, Kentucky.
Is that? Oh, you're not too far away.
Yeah, about 8 hours.
Now, where are you from? Born and raised in Kentucky?
I was born in Eastern Kentucky and raised there, and then moved to Lexington. Oh gosh, almost 18 years ago.
All right, and this guy lured you here, or was it Roberto Bryant, the police chief, who said, "Hey, Hannah, you need to come to Fayetteville"?
It was the job. So I did a very similar job in Lexington with the Lexington Police Department.
There you go. Well, we need you on board because I got a beef. Before we do Crime Stoppers, I get up at Old Dark 30. I'm an Army Ranger. Now, you don't know anything about that, but that's okay. You'll learn this area and you'll see. Are you familiar with military stuff at all?
Yes.
All right. Well, good. What is there a military place near you, in the base or anything?
There's not. There's one in Kentucky, but that's not anywhere close to where I was.
Fort Knox.
Fort Knox, and then there's Fort Campbell, which is kind of in Kentucky and Tennessee.
Yeah, the 101st is out there. But in any event, this military challenge, you're going to have a lot of stuff to do with that as well. But the bone I have to pick with you all this morning is the fact that I get up at Old Dark 30, and I've got to, scour my way through to find out what's happening in the city. And back in the olden days, because I'm 71, there was a time where we used to physically go over to the Fayetteville Police Department, and there'd be a tray there with all the incident reports. And the reporters would Paul Wolverton and folks at the Observer saying, "That's right, Gilbert, get him," because that's what we used to do. We used to scour through it and see oh, wait a minute, this could be a story. We're going to find more out about that. So now that's gone. We don't have that there. I'm not asking you to put one of those back out there because I'm not coming over there at 3 o'clock in the morning to find what's in the dish. But what I am asking you to do, and I want you to answer this question. I don't know, Sergeant Kincaid, if you can tell this, or if this is the lieutenant who got promoted and left's responsibility. When did Caldwell get promoted?
That was May. It was in May.
There's the answer to my dilemma. I have gone on your site to find press releases. The last one is dated May something. May, June, July, August. It's been 90 days since you guys updated the press releases. And I'm holding you responsible and accountable from this point on to make sure that is up to date with the most up-to-date, pertinent information so we can inform the public here in this area. Don't worry. You'll get used to me. He's known me since he was 6. He's already used to my shenanigans, and that's okay. But other than that, how y'all doing?
We are fine, sir.
And
it's good to see you.
How's Patrol Officer John? Is she doing okay?
She's doing good. She's doing another project this morning. Like I said, Officer John is our technical whiz, and so she will be one of those ones that's going to be responsible for getting that website updated. Because some things have fallen through the cracks, but when you don't have a staff, now that we have a staff and we're back to fully functioning, we have to get things back where they need to be.
Okay, well, you don't mind me calling you out and saying that there's a problem
not at all.
In River City, and that begins with a P and it rhymes with T and it stands for pool. Don't worry about that. You don't even know what that's from, do you?
No, I don't. But since you said you know me for so
you
long
do.
and you know me so well.
Okay.
What
is that from? She said, the music man. It's the music man. It's the music. All right. Enough of all that. We're here for one particular reason before I have to kick you out, and that is to bring us up to date on the Crime Stoppers, WFNC Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week.
Yes, sir.
And so, Hannah, what they do is they scour the far and wide in the city, and they put something out, and it's a partnership here. So we put the information out, and we make sure that folks know what the crime of the week is. Now, let's see, it's 8:20. Before you start your spiel,
sure.
We got 2 people over in the other room that's not paying any attention to what we're saying. They're having a conversation over there. Vic, can you hear me? Oh, he's listening. Okay. He's in training, but Vic Frost is a veteran. Do you know Vic Frost?
I know Vic Frost.
Has he known you when you were 6 or 7 years old? Right?
I don't think he's known me from that long, but I recognize the name from previous radio stations.
Yeah.
But
Vic, I have you up on screen now, but go ahead.
Oh, wow.
I've heard of you giving him a hard time this morning.
Story of my life. Who have I not given?
Already.
I'm sorry, sir. I really am. I apologize.
That's okay. That's why they pay me to give hard time to people. That's why I get paid the big bucks. As little as they are.
If he harasses you hard enough, sir, you can always call Crime Stoppers. We got some bracelets for him.
All right. Well, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with the Crime Stoppers, Crime of the Week for WFNC, and you give us details on that. Yes. And I appreciate you sending me the mugshot and stuff because we're going to put that person up on screen here and do it on our podcast as well. All right, you're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. Right now we've got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Today will be partly cloudy with a few evening thunderstorms and a high of 96. Tonight will be partly cloudy with thunderstorms ending in a low of 75. And Wednesday will be partly cloudy with a few more afternoon storms and a high of 97. While every day has a chance for a thunderstorm, the real focus will be the heat and the fact it's going to feel like the triple digits through the end of the week. That is your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Right now, Rachel, thank you so much. The temperature across the board right now in Fayetteville is 76 degrees. You're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC.
Ritchie Law Firm Injury Lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
That's ritchielaw.com.
We wouldn't be celebrating America 250 if it wasn't for a strong foundation set by the framers. Hamilton built America's financial foundation on sound money, later embodied by the gold standard. But we abandoned that discipline in 1971 and have seen inflation erode the dollar's value. What's the foundation of your saving? Is it gold or something that can be devalued? Hi. It's Dr. Ron Paul, and I encourage you to speak with my friends at Birch Gold Group about diversifying an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Learn more by requesting a free info kit on gold IRAs. Just text the word SHELTER to the number 989898. Let Birch Gold help you build your foundation with gold. Text the word SHELTER to the number 989898. Text SHELTER to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out.
This is an important message for all parents of teens. If your teen or preteen is or has been addicted to social media sites such as Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, or YouTube, and they have suffered from eating disorders, body image issues, anxiety, depression, or suicidal thoughts, you may be eligible to participate in a lawsuit for significant compensation. Text WORD to 323232 to find out more. Disclosures by a Facebook whistleblower show Instagram and Facebook know their social media platforms were highly addictive and may have caused eating disorders, body image issues, depression, and suicidal ideation. That's right. It appears these social media companies knew they had been causing serious harm to kids, but have done little to stop it. If your teen has been harmed by social media like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, or YouTube, then you could be eligible for significant compensation. Text WORD to 323232 if you'd like to discuss a lawsuit. Text WORD to 323232.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson, Media Advertising Specialists, LLC, is responsible for the content of this ad with principal offices in Chicago, Illinois.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Bays. On WFNC. News Talk 640 AM and now at 103.5 HD2. Your information crossroads. WFNC.
News Talk 640 WFNC. Cut the music out because when we play that music, they censor us in 400 countries because we don't have the rights to the music. And I want to make sure that what Sergeant Kincaid and Hannah is getting ready to talk about is heard in all the countries and around the world.
And we appreciate that, sir.
Thank you.
All right, you got the floor. I'm going to bring you up on screen. This is Sergeant Antoine Kincaid with the Fayetteville, Cumberland County Crime Stoppers. You are the liaison.
Yes, sir.
For both organizations, and you have a Crime of the Week for WFNC. Go.
Yes, we do. This incident actually took place in 2020. Mr. Harvey Delwood Branford. He also goes by Harvey Delwood Branford Jr.
And we have his picture up on screen for the podcast.
Picture up on screen, and he is on our Crime Stoppers Facebook page, the Fayetteville Cumberland County Crime Stoppers. He's 40 years old. He's wanted for assault on a female, false imprisonment, and interfering with emergency communication. Basically, he assaulted this young lady, would not let her leave the house that they were in when he was assaulting her, and then took her cell phone and would not let her call the police. So we're asking anybody with any information of his whereabouts. Like I said, this is 6 years old. So we need some information on this young man. He might still be in the area. He might be out of the area. But if anybody knows where Harvey Delwood Branford is located, to please contact Crime Stoppers so we can get him arrested.
All right, look, so let's talk about this for a second, because you say this is 6 years old.
Yes.
But as far as the victim is concerned, this has probably haunted her and family for some time yet, because there's no closure here.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about Crime Stoppers and what it does in terms of providing information. Even though you have a case that's this old, any little bit of information might help. Talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely, because, first of all, Crime Stoppers is completely 100% anonymous. So when you go to the app, or when you go to the website, or even when you just call the number to give your information, nobody is asking you to identify yourself. You're giving a tip number, and even when you go to collect the reward after somebody's arrested, not convicted, when they're arrested, even when you go to collect that tip reward, you use that number, and it's completely anonymous. Nobody asks you for any identification or anything like that. But any information, because this person may have settled back into your life somewhere, they might get comfortable, or they're not looking for me, they're not going to find me, but somebody knows where this young man is, and somebody can call us and let us know so we can appropriately seek justice for this victim.
And then we talked about the mechanics of how Crime Stoppers works and remaining anonymous. Go through that procedure again so folks understand how you get paid, and how you submit information, how you get paid.
Absolutely. So you can go to P3 Tips. You can also go to, of course, the Fayetteville NCCrimestoppers.org, or you can call in Crime Stoppers tip line is 910-483-8477 or 910-483-8-TIPS. And call that number, and like I said, you're going to get a tip number. And when you get that tip number stays with you. It's your personal identification number. If your tip leads to an arrest in a case, like I said, an arrest, not a conviction. If it leads to an arrest in a case, you're going to go to a local bank here. You're going to give them that tip number. They're going to hand you an envelope with cash, and you walk out the bank.
Right, and I always used to kid LT about this, that you have this number, and you walk into the bank, and you hand the teller a note demanding money. That's not how you do it.
No, not quite. Not quite. You don't do that.
You want to make sure that they are aware that this is Crime Stoppers and this is your number. And then everything remains anonymous. And the important thing about this is the fact that remaining anonymous is important to Crime Stoppers, as well as the person who's turning in the tip. And so no one knows when you're going to go to the bank to collect your reward. You'll get that number.
That's
so
correct.
You can go at any time. So it's not like police are out there, you got some detective with binoculars casing the bank, waiting to say, here he is. This is who gave us the information.
That is correct.
The person actually remains anonymous. And the other thing that's important is a person does not have to be convicted in order for you to collect the money. And the city of Fayetteville offers more than the county. Tell me why.
So that is something that our city council has worked hard and diligently towards to increase that reward. So, when we first talked, and 10 years ago, the maximum Crime Stopper tip was $1,000. The Crime Stoppers board has since increased that to $2,000, but also the city of Fayetteville, the council, has said for serious crimes, rape, murder, those kind of crimes, that they will add an additional $3,000, so a total of $5,000. Now, the good part about that is that now the county is also trying to match that, to try to get their county commissioners to say, hey, for those same tips, for that same information, for those serious crimes, we're also going to do that. So they're in the process of doing that to increase those rewards, because, like I said, money is a great motivator.
Yeah, well, let me tell you about this, because when Lieutenant Conwell was here and we were talking about that, it went on for months in terms of the legalities that you have to go through in order to get that. So the county's in the process. And we're not going to beat them up on it. They're going to have to take the amount of time, but the city took the time, and now that reward money is there, and it's hopefully paying some dividends in terms of getting information to help solve some crimes, especially crimes like the one we have here. Now,
Yes, sir.
Hannah, you're here, and Hannah Sloan is the new public information specialist for the Fayetteville Police Department. When did you come on?
I just started, this is week number 2.
Okay, and you liking the job? Or where did you come from? And for those who are just joining us, we kind of asked you that a few minutes ago. Where did you come from, and what type of things what did you do there?
Okay, so I came from Lexington, Kentucky, so about 8 hours away. Quick, short little drive. But yeah, so I did this role very similar to what I'm doing here in Lexington with the Lexington Police Department. So a little bit of everything: social media, press releases, interviews, you name it.
And so you're familiar with CrimeStoppers as well, I guess. So at some point, will she come in and you stay home, or?
That may be a possibility.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we're going to welcome you with open arms when you get in here. As you see, I'm a basket of just welcome. I'll beat you up a little bit, then we'll welcome you. And then the neat part about it is, at some point, I'm gonna kick you out. I love giving people the boot from the show here. All right, but that's not going to happen yet, because we always give you an opportunity to reiterate the Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week for WFNC. We do it, and so from this point on until we see you next week, we'll be helping you try to solve this crime from 6 years ago. Give the background again for people just getting in their cars and figuring this out.
Yes, sir. So detectives are looking for a Harvey Delwood Branford. He also goes by Harvey Delwood Branford Jr. He is 40 years old. He is wanted for assault on a female, false imprisonment, and interfering with emergency communication. Like I said, he assaulted this young woman and then would not let her leave the house that they were in, and then took her phone so she could not call 911. So anybody with information, please contact Crime Stoppers in reference to Harvey Delwood Branford Jr.
All right. Well, look, we appreciate both of you coming in here. And Hannah, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
I'm really a harmless kind of guy. I just go off on tangents sometimes. And then at some point, I reel myself back and I say, you don't need to go down there anymore. We've done that enough. But welcome to Fayetteville, and I hope that you enjoy your stay. I think you're going to enjoy this city. Have you been here on any other occasion other than just to interview for the job and come here?
No, not really, other than interviewing and moving here. This is my first little kind of getting to know the city and learning everything about it.
Yeah, well, you're going to enjoy it. There's a lot to see here. Unfortunately, because you haven't been here, you don't know how much this city has changed for the better over the years. But you can dig up go through any number of things. Matter of fact, you can go to the podcast Pepper that we have here and hear some of the changes. Because, for example, the 500 block of Hay Street used to be notorious for drugs, crimes, and violence and prostitution. Right now, the office in which you sit, I think the police chief actually his office, or the mayor's office, it might be the police chief's office. It actually used to be where the owner of Rick's Lounge used to have his office, which was, I'm not going to say it was notorious, but it was a lot going on in Rick's. And that's no longer the case here in Fayetteville, and we're really proud of our community and the changes that we've made. So welcome to Fayetteville.
Thank you.
All right, you're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. Right now we've got local news from CBS 17.
Good morning, I'm Greg Funderburg from the CBS 17 newsroom. Staff Sergeant Michael Swinton has been laid to rest at the Sandhill State Veterans Cemetery in Spring Lake. Swinton was killed in Iraq last month. The Fayetteville native leaves behind his wife Mia and 2 children. His funeral services took place Saturday afternoon in Hope Mills. The cyclosporiasis outbreak in Wake County appears to be slowing down a bit. Health officials say there are 500 reported cases in Wake County and 12 hospitalizations, which is only a small increase from last week. Even so, Wake County still makes up the majority of North Carolina's cases. State health officials are reporting 867 cases and 33 hospitalizations, with a new update expected tomorrow. Less than a month after his death, a military base is paying tribute to late Senator Lindsey Graham. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, Governor Henry McMaster, and other federal and South Carolina leaders were on hand as the Defense Department officially renamed Joint Base Charleston to Joint Base Lindsey Graham. Graham served 33 years in the Air Force, retiring as a colonel in 2015. President Trump is issuing an executive order to reduce the number of shots recommended for children